besiegers as well. Say Sallies or brigands or disease attack the besieger camp too, like they had in CK2. Nobody's here, right? Good, and nobody at the capital. But fascination complete means that all my military buildings can now upgrade to the final states. To include, when I get to Baghdad, my duchy building there. Camels can now advance to armorers, and eventually to advanced breeders, for more knights. 1 additional knight per camelry, and more taxes, more importantly. And finally, military academies too. Grand military academies, for 2 more knights, and more knight effectiveness. Which means at this point, you really are going to be unstoppable with men-at-arms and knights alone. And I'm not really min-maxing my men-at-arms the way the way Reddit and the forums do. When they joke about Space Marines, they mean it. The way people, right, had min-maxed the men-at-arms and the ducal buildings, they get damaged so high up that it loops back, and instead of killing their enemies, brings them to life. %, a... So first things first, no, not modify your feudal contract, because you don't get to keep your titles. It's a shame you can't just take the kingdom still. You have to take the kingdom and the titles directly under it. But I just want the kingdom. Let her keep the county. I don't want that. And critical stress yet again. Back to being on death's doorstep. But I could torture her, right? No, gain more stress because generous. They gotta be rivals, I guess, to drop stress and torturing. In that case, drop her claims, give a hook, and leave. Is it just me, or does this make me feel a lot more blue too? As opposed to just straight up slate gray? Now a hint of blue to it? Back? No, this is Patrick. I see red. Why still glow red? Just not updated? Probably just not updated. Oh, 3 years, return home. That's cool. So men-at-arms are for. Alright, now who else rebelled against me? Laxman Kingdom. Oh, Prince of the Laxman Kingdom. since you switched over to House Laxman over in Punjab. But then how is your... Or are you married to... No, you're a Kranti Hane. Then how are you at war with me if your boss wasn't? Because you're not in prison, but you are. And you're a vassal... I'm confused. Just release. Now Senna. Senna again. I keep being nice to him and he keeps rebelling on me. His feet... Oh my goodness, even this is brighter. The checkboxes are practically glowing. I said this is gonna be the last day of the world conquest, right? But all I keep doing is staring at how bright it is now, like some kind of moth with a bug zapper. Oh, did it, Angel? I'm sorry to hear that. That's just Twitch being Twitch. Unless? Comcast? No, no drops. Say just Twitch being Twitch, I guess. And who else is here? Nana of under somebody else. Freeba has no land. Don't care about her. Alright, just release everyone then. There's an X! There is an X you could do to dismiss. You don't have to like right click and hope you get the right click at the right place anymore. You could just tap away. Ah, oh, I love it. Second favorite thing so far yet. Third favorite thing. The bright colors. The cool flashy bars. And now this. I'm a happy guinea. Wait, which one? Oh, there it is. Big button. Alright, now for you two. That I've been holding off on since all the distractions. But the worst bit, I think, for Twitch being Twitch is the ads. Starting yesterday, so many of us started getting ads on people's streams. Even with ad blockers. And it's bad enough that embedded ads are leaking through. But there's a reason why ad blockers are basic internet security. You even look at the ad. You accidentally click it. And you get taken to some outside website. I don't know what it's about, because for me it's blocked for security purposes, but that is super dodgy. Nobody legitimately relies on ads for revenue. Sure, it might pay some bills, and for Twitch it does pay the bills. They make billions as is. They're covered. Don't know yet who, but someone is planning to kill me. But I'm already at death's door. See, and then it says a snake at the court, but that's not a snake out to kill me, that's just somebody playing with my grandchildren. Oh, on the defense now. Might as well teleport one county closer. And now I'll aim to wipe peace out. Aww, you can click the date to pause or unpause. You probably could anyway, but I just now realized it gets a bar over it, or a box over it. Oh, what is this new icon? Decisions available, found holy or... You see, paradox. That is what you need. You don't just toss everything into issues, because then you don't see them. If everything's in issues, you don't look at issues. It just gets buried. But you have all this you have all this real estate at the top that they haven't been using. And they finally realize it's okay to carry over some things from Crusader Kings 2. Sure, Crusader Kings 2 had buttons along the top, but that's because it was good. It wasn't too 2012. You could do good things. Dude, you joke, but that's exactly what I've been doing. Since everything is in issues, the important stuff and the unimportant stuff, I simply don't know when family members can get married or when children need guardians. Because instead of being news that pops up that hey, you should do this, it becomes an obligation to check issues periodically to see if there's any new things. And that's not informing you of new stuff, that's just giving you some other thing to look at. It's like a new newspaper. What I miss most of anything from CK2 is the granularity. You could specify what type of issues you wanted to pop up and how. Kingdom to make. Do you want it to be a big splashy thing? Do you want it just in the box in the corner? Do you want that only for things that affect your kingdom directly? Do you want it for any family member? Did you pin a character? Do you care about pinned characters? Ooh, Sinan has dropped a couple of dudes. Duchy? 2 duchies. So you get the forced vassalization. Jerul, though, you're tiny. An organizer to make sure that they all walk marginally faster. Oh, died. Oh. And that invalidates the forced vassalization war, it looks like. No, no, no. Oh yeah, it does. Because that's the war I'm on right now. Because Dubaku doesn't have forced vassalization, does he? Asante Hene, Owusu of Ashanti, has abandoned his mortal coil at 80 years of age. He died of old age. A keen and dedicated hunter who hunted all like 2 or 3 times tops. He loved to spend entire weeks in the wilderness, looking for the most elusive game. Asante Hene Dubaku ascends to the throne. A prolific man, he has already produced numerous potential heirs for the realm. And I've lost no titles, and gained so many titles. Alright, so let me see. So who are you, Dubaku? Who is the man that you have become? Somebody has fabricated a disputed heritage on you, but I know that you're legit. Whole of body, renowned physician, so he's going to live for a long time. A berserker. He's actually become a berserker in his time. But, more importantly, genius, Herculean, handsome. And no negative traits, which means... Oh, I gotta wait a month to become Dynasty Head first. And then we get to strengthen the blood. Yeah, got Novice Hunter just last year. Since I didn't start hunting until my old age. Okay, Princess Adawa. Pregnant again, wounded. With a severe health penalty. You know what? Set you to be my court physician. Okay. And everyone else sit in court, good. Because Adawa, Giant Adawa, you are going to be my designated heir. And let me see. I have children who are not yet married and have not yet been married. Because... Alright. Cream now. Instead of red. Because the game keeps evolving to the Empire of Guinea. As opposed to my custom bespoke Empire of Ashanti. Guinea is merely an exonym of Portuguese origin that says this is the place the black people come from. So, in my Navarra game, when I put a vassal in Guinea, it was the Kingdom of Guinea because they're Spanish. These are others. The exonym makes sense. But because they're all good Akan people, I figured we'd use an endonym. And skill-wise, learning, he went straight for wholeness of body. He's got scientific, got pedagogy, so he's got the good stuff. But yeah, because wholeness of body, he is going to live forever basically, unless I upset enough people. And he's got a perk of diplomacy anyways, I'm thinking. More fertility? Alright, more fertility. Because if I'm going to get myself killed, rivals from lovers are the best way to do it. Empty council. Oh, did my wife die? I guess no? No? Oh. She was given a city. Beautiful. Lovely. So I can't use her as a counselor. A city way out in West India. And the auto-filled High Shaman is Pooh. Got better ones. My son for one. Prince Tano would make an incredible High Shaman compared to Miss 8 learning. A Strange Things TV. Divorce incoming? Nah, that's alright. I don't really need her stats too badly. Especially this late in the game when your stats pretty much skyrocket as it is. 17's the best steward I have. Dude, they changed the culture icon. Seriously in love with the graphical stuff so far. The brightness especially. And everyone hates me. Good news is, everyone hates me. Want seat on council, absolute crown authority, foreign culture, hostile religion, impatient, opinion of predecessor. And that's my spy master. Well, at least that I could fix, since everybody loves titles. And money for duchies for days. So a few dukedoms to make my spy master less likely to stab me in the back. The one downside to having all the kingdom titles is you gotta sort through everything. And if I limit to only recent titles, that's still everything. The wives do have their uses though. They are essential if it's still early on, and you really gotta squeeze out the extra domain limit. And they're useful for, say, if you want to get a little edge on making your vassals happy. Or maybe an extra boost to making sure somebody gets killed or kidnapped or doesn't kill you. But there comes a point where you just are the master of the world. And then petty things like, do people like me? Is my wife going to kill me? Just stops mattering. So it's extra useful if you just simply won't die, and you've already used up your once per lifetime kingdom, holy war, and kingdom invasions, but you still want to go off in holy war or invade kingdoms. So you simply look around for unmarried 60-year-old claimants, seduce them, marry them, bring them over, push their claims, then divorce them, and marry some other 60-year-old claimant who simply wants some attention in her life. Notable guests, but these are all my family. My niece. How about if you'd... well... I was gonna say don't leave home, but... oh. Grandson. And guest. And Cuzzy's grandson. I can... oh, I can recruit him. Okay. Alright, cool. Just recruit everyone. Just to make sure I get all my family. And he's got 19 prowess too. Alright. So what was I going to do? Right. See who all hates me the least, and marry off all of my kids. 22 opinion? Can we alliance? Will alliance. Good Maghreb. Mali is super tiny, don't really care about you. Same for Kong. House Alend is practically insignificant. Nubia, 20,000. Loves me, mostly because of the predecessor. And will alliance. Good Nubia. Arabia, let me see. You have mostly sons that are betrothed already. I have a 6-year-old, and I have daughters, I'm sure. Nieces, daughters, daughter and ward. And Persia, how about you? 15,000 troops. You have a daughter, and surely I have sons. 24-year-old son, 17 son, a 13-year-old son, that's a bit closer, 11. Is closer to 0. And how about you, Punjab? You have a 5-year-old son. You know what? Let me just unpause, get those in, to clear those kids out of the list. Vigor, beauty, and intellect are all proof of a bloodline strength. A dynasty thus blessed will pass these gifts from generation to generation. Cool. For generation, our dynasty has been known for the strength of its blood. Vigor, beauty, and intellect are all attributes associated with the Yokonea. My own excellence only confirms this. All of our dynasty's best qualities in one perfect individual, and so modest too. Humble, so humble. My name and my gifts will live on through my descendants for centuries to come. Nickname, the Blood Father. Is that what they call Santa Claus here, the Blood Father? Okay, where was I? Laxman. With 19,000 troops, you have a 5-year-old son. I have 27-year-old daughter. It's a shame nieces don't count anymore. I have a sister. A 39-year-old sister. Won't accept? Age consideration? How about you, Senna? Senna, who's always been rebelling on us. 8-year-old boy. How about this, her daughters? 12 years old and not married. Okay. And I should have an 11-year-old boy soon, too? No, 11-year-old's married, but a 13-year-old genius? Cool. 25,000 on you. And you have a daughter who's not yet married, 11 years of age, scaly. I don't mind scaly, my own boyfriend is a scaly. And let's see, 17-year-old son, merely robust and genius. It's alright. What trait I gain now? I don't think I gain a trait in particular. It just makes things more likely. Which COVID? Not that. Strong blood gives me a health boost. 40% chance of inheriting good congenital traits. For a 100% chance of good new congenital traits. Used to be 40,000. I think it makes it, how's the math work out? A 2.5% chance or so? Or 5% chance? I think it's like 2.5% chance of a random good new trait. If I remember, I might be wrong. Math isn't my forte after all. Oh, the more defensive war. But who's attacking? Kaiser Kulas. Okay. Julim is just on the defense. Not on the defense, on the, just an ally. Ooh, didn't check if my European dudes have any alliances for me. Seeker of Knowledge only. Tariqid could have alliance. Hates me, but he'll say yes anyway. Poissy, my branch family. Claim titles, but can't. What about you, Romania? 11,000 dudes. No alliance on you. Ghani also is not up for an alliance. What words do you have? Just against a tyranny of, which would put your son into power, which is fine. Ruthenia. How are things looking here? For Anara's claim on the kingdom of Ruthenia. That's not some other primary heir. Is not even married off, but still Russian Jew, so it's okay. So, whose claim is this? Anara's? That's not the Tengri woman, is it? Anara. Kushite Kyrgyz. Oh my goodness. I gave this kingdom specifically as a place for the Russian Jewish people, and they keep putting everyone but Russian Jews in. I don't get it. %8 chance to murder. Oh well. Who am I anyway? Stubborn, just but impatient. Okay, so justness is why murder gives stress. Finns. How are my Finns? You guys up for alliance? No? Okay. But they're only 2,000. My Welsh? 4,000 dudes only. No alliance. And no point in my Ruthenia, since Ruthenia is about to get kicked out. Alright, Poisey, what have you got? Heir is him, and he's married. Already married, not yet married. And I should have a 24-year-old son and a grandson. Alright, last son. Prince Cal, who is also Herculean, genius, and comely. But he's generous. I can't have generous people as rulers. That's one of the worst traits to have. Generous, shyness. Speaking of which, I should raise my grandchildren. Not you, though. Not the inbred one. And so far, not yet paragon of virtue. Not yet exalted among men. I got 2 wars going on, I see. That's alright. That just means more renown and more piety. So might as well, if I want to start doing my kingdom invasions and kingdom holy wars. Is that not 100% yet? Oh no, he's got a tail. Oh, ticking war score. So a couple more months. Normally I would just wipe these out, but they're tiny. They're tiny anyway, so it doesn't matter. Sappers, plate armor. There's really no point. I'm just about almost done, so it's just whichever one I want next to just max it out. And there was someone who insisted that if you play in tribals, you're never going to catch up on tech. Which clearly is wrong. 81% only, what? Oh, he's got land here as well. Is that his? No, that's mine. Then why is shore lit up? If shore belongs to him, who belongs to me? Oh well, too confusing. White peace out then. Or do all civil wars in the realm now come with the glowy red symbol thing? Or glowy red outlines? The white outlines are a bit too bright, I think. No, they're always going to be there. What are they for? I don't see what the division is. That's not exactly vassals. It kind of makes some sense here. But in Nubia, it makes no sense. Unless, no wars on you. De jure kingdom? Guess that's what that is. Big white line for the vassals, dotted line for the de jure territory, and little glowy bits for vassal exclaves. I don't know. I guess it's alright. Helps define the states, I guess. Oh, Angel, lots of troops. I'm sitting on a max of 106,000 troops. I don't even use all of them. Alright, who to go for? Byzantines, Ukun, Yugra, Borjigins. Currently only unexalted among men. Not even unexalted among men, still illustrious, still devoted servant. So pilgrimage, feast, and hunt, I guess. Build up some more of the stuffs. All I really need are my 5,000 men-at-arms. Bunch of pikemen, some IKEA bombards. Is everything, really. Piety 10%, foreign lands. Diplomacy. Sake of appearances. Theocratic, ruled of the same faith. See foreign lands and conquer him. Gain Pilgrim, but not yet a Paragon of Virtue. Almost Exalta Momento. Alright, so how about... You broke off, and you're right next door. Are you big enough, small enough, to be gobbled up in one holy war? They are. Okay. That'll be a little bit more. A little bit more devotion earned then. Alright, I'll feast. Turns out you don't want to feast too much, since feasting all the time actually affects your weight. Who would have known? Wait, do I still have my organizer, commander? Okay, he is here. But is already leading an army. All but 10 Don Cord, what are you doing? You got no war but my war. So why are you not leading here? Against my son Tano? Oh no. Let's see, no kingdoms snuck in, have they? Always gotta make sure you get your kingdoms, for your vassals do. Cool. And Northern Isles is a duchy, right? Just a duchy. Wait, Northern Isles? Does that mean that Wales went ahead and conquered that tiny island for me? They did! Oh, that's lovely. And that's part of Norway, de jure wise, so no loss. Cool. I was gonna say the Isles for the very last bit of conquest. Just a tiny island in the Atlantic as a final holdout against her supremacy. Akasua, well, she is pensive, so let her be smart and arrogant, just like the old girlfriend. Daughter and sister can get married. Let's see, you are 40 years of age. Other one is 28, so there's still time. And someone trying to kill my daughter Ottawa. No, never. A 100 devotion. Ah, not yet enough. Almost though. If only I had a wife at court to help bump up my devotion with some theocratic patronage. I guess there's always a Pagan to squeeze out a little bit more. These your lands is only here. Alright, these ones actually have armies, what, 4,000? Even if I didn't have mercenaries on me, there just wouldn't be any competition. Hey, Paragon. And where is the barony? All the way out here. It's alright, because combat is not just war score, but also is one of the best sources of devotion and fame. Oh, Angel, that's a banking system. You see, I'm not just hiring mercenaries and men-at-arms, right? What I'm buying is a license. And every place I put this flag gives me authorization to make use of that license and withdraw like 4,000 pikemen and 400 bombards. And when I'm done, I deposit the materials back into the local bank and can make another withdrawal at another branch halfway across the world. This banking idea is going to be the future. 12 months to siege. Oh, the poor fellows. You know what? Walking takes too long. There, slightly closer. Did I hunt yet? Don't think I did. Nope, haven't hunted yet. Niece Afi is pregnant. Cool for her. And this dude's still gonna hate me despite me giving him so much land. Oh no, he doesn't. He's actually sweet and honest with his feelings. Exalted. And Paragon. Okay. Alright, so I have access to both Kingdom Wars for this lifetime. So who do I want? Ruthenia still at war? Kyrgyz lady again. You know what the nonsense thing is? The feudal Did it reset again? Dude, I think it did. So does it only reset when you revoke the title, but it resets during faction installations as well? These feudal contracts really are the most paper-thin things. Counts as tyranny. Oh, does it? Only hostile. Oh well. Let's be a tyrant then, and if we say no, if she says no... Oman Hene Sher of Laxman will join. Sher, have you got anybody that my sister could marry into? 29-year-old daughter? She is. Amazonian, genius, comely. What do you say? Will accept? Matrilineally? No? Okay. %83 chance to imprison. But it's tyranny if I imprison, and tyranny if I revoke, so just gonna revoke. Revoke with a small withdrawal from the Kievan branch of the troops bank. Hold on, hold on. That's more than the estimate. Hey, Robbie. Oh, Robbie. I think, Robbie, that if you want to, you should do it. It might be a mountain to climb, but mountains are worth climbing. Oh, not 100% yet. Okay. The cool thing is, right, if you play with friends, then it's people who know you, understand you, are supportive of you. If you play with strangers, strangers don't matter. Strangers can think or say what they want and it has no impact. No long-lasting impact, at least. That was a secret to my anxiety. Like overstressing so much that, oh no, this person's gonna think this person's gonna think that, or say this or that. They might, but they're the cash person at the store, or the guy at the desk that I gotta talk to for 15 minutes. Once our business is done, we're out of their life and out of their mind. And that honestly was liberating. To realize that people truly don't care about strangers. I could mess up, I could be weird, I can crack my voice and do whatever. And that is powerful. That is a free license from yourself to be vulnerable among strangers and live to tell the tale. Soul-crushing anxiety, oh no, Robbie. Well, in that case, even though mountains are meant to be climbed, mountains could be dangerous. If you can't do it right now, no harm in holding off until it is safe and well prepared to do so. Because you do know you best. I'm all about expanding one's social limits and trying new things, but you know what your limits are best. Ducal Conquest, and what is this now? 2 years away from getting forced vassalizations back onto the menu. And son, you're married to Senna Kingdom. Cool. For that matter, how old is my wife? 54 years old? I can keep her around. I'm kind of thinking divorce and marry somebody new to get more babies for more alliances. But this is plenty. Finally, Organizer is ready to lead again. I don't know where he was earlier. That it wasn't allowing him to lead. Robbie, that is an interesting idea. I wonder if "sorry guys, my phone is trash" is a valid excuse for any what one would fear to be a vocal anomaly. Daughter thinks that the thief fit the crime. Okay, just as good. Only 55% war score so far. And Bombard's taken a week now. Do they actually upgrade their forts? Does this mean AI is spending money in meaningful ways? Genuinely upset that I accuse her of having another. Maybe she is faithful. %68 war score only. Hold on. Bot spam, bot spam. I do appreciate them trying to help, but clearly, if all the bots are here, then I must already be famous. Know who I miss? That one bot that was uber polite. At least pretended at first not to be a bot. That was a nice one. That bot I still look fondly on. It was all, hey, what's up, what you doing? And then goes into its spiel. Oh, do I? Maybe I'll keep it as a pet bot. Nah. %88 war score so far score. Ooh, excuse me. $99. Alright, one more fight. One more siege. Not this two though. That fight. No, that's it. That's everything. And who all joined? Tarikir, I can't believe it. Laxman, no surprise. So then. And war for Prince Rogvolod's claim. See, luckily I'm giving it to Rogvolod too. So if I revoke on you, and then force you to renounce your claims, oh, that destroyed Ruthenia, didn't it? Lovely. So not only did she do all that, but then she destroys the title to spite. Which, if it wasn't destroyed already, if the feudal contract wasn't destroyed already, would have reset it back to the base, but it's already down to the base status already. Which means having to grant all the vassals back to him again, until the next time some Tengri or Kushite person inexplicably gets the throne. What he needs to do is just come down hard on his vassals. If his vassals keep on slapping some foreign woman onto the throne, okay, that everyone? That is everyone then. It really is only Tuesday. The day when Omanhene Buraku usurped her titles was the most important day of her life. But for me, it was Tuesday. Oh, he's got the taxes back. So that's really weird then, because for the other one, it was down to all default stuff. So I have really got no idea how the feudal contracts work. It's clearly not title based. Obligations have already been changed. Omanhene Roglavod's obligations have already been changed. So I feel like these feudal obligations, these feudal contracts, are in some way character focused rather than title focused. Which is backwards. And how about constructions? Kamasi is now maxed out. Adance, now max. Tarqua, same. Kwaku South, Zit, it's all of it. Then max camels for you, max camels. And still more cash on hand than I'll ever use. Alright, so. Oh, that is a mess. What have you got going on, cousins? Nothing? So that's not even your mess, that's vassals of vassals' messes. Berry is having a mess. Fernanda Martin's claim on the Duchy of Berry. Okay. Anywho, Byzantines, I think your time is up. Holy War for Kingdom, or invade Kingdom. I got worried I couldn't see it. Okay, what's a big one? Epirus, tiny. Georgia, tiny. Decent sized, but tiny. Hellas is okay. Anatolikon or Nicaea, I think, since those are huge. And then siege up everything up here, everything down here, and then, only afterwards, make landfall. Maybe Anatolicon. What's it got? A good cluster of lands? But Nicaea, I think, is a biggin with more of it. Alright, for Nicaea. For Nicaea. And everything occupied. And no claims? Good, which means no claims for her kids either. What's it gonna do? Right, it's 37%. Hold on. Hold on. I very clearly marked my daughter as court position. Where is she? Her husband got landed. Just to ensure that I wouldn't be able to engage with my... Oh, that is heartbreaking. Giant, pretty, genius, Amazonian. But also inbred. But whatever happened to the, where is it? Chance of inheriting bad congenital traits down 30%? Are we just that inbred now? Cousin and guest, sure, come on in. 70-some years old. Nephew could join court. 8 prowess, eh. 11 prowess, alright. 2 prowess garbage. Well, if my daughter's not going to be physician, son, you want to make sure that your learning gets as high as it can. And how are your kids anyway? Club-footed, Herculean, pretty genius. Scaly, pretty genius, Herculean. Handsome, Herculean genius, but sterile. 50% fertility penalty. Which... how fitting would that be if Kwesi Oyoko the Sterile was the last person for the world conquest? Because... where is our lineage? Kingdom Akan. Because our very first ruler had sterility too, didn't he? Impotent. Yeah, he had the minus 50% fertility too. But he got 2 sons, and then the 2 sons died in his late 50s, so he had to scramble to squeeze out 1 more daughter before he died. That was gonna be the end of the stream. All that progress, then dead with no children. Few are lucky enough to have as many friends as I do. I appreciate their support and grant them my trust equally. Yet I feel that, amongst all the valiant souls I count as my loyal companions in life, one understands me above all. Prince Itani, Ihanti, of where? The Finnish, but merely a duke. Manu, Nana Manu, just a Nanu. Princess Asi, sister and friend. Nah, don't play favorites. For the one best friend you get, they're all meaningless. Sister can marry, but is too old. Wait, that's that. There we go. And there is bridge right here, right? Where's the bridge? Oh, there's bridge. Okay. Nice of them to put bridges right outside the troop bank. And where are his armies? We're his only war, right? Oh, there he is. Isn't that cute? He's coming. Is he locked in yet? It's always nice when they lock in, right when they're about to move. Okay. Surprise! Glory, Wily now. Better be. And let's see, we're going for Nakia, right? Dotted line says. Where's that dotted line for Nakia? Do they not have the dotted line for the war target anymore? Invasion of Despotet Nakia. Don't tell me that line is it. No. Because Nakia is all this. So where is my dotted line? Where is my earth-shattering dotted line? I like the dotted line. That blue dotted line that told you where the war score was, or the war target was. Do we not get any more? What's this line then? This fanciful golden line. That's all Romania. Nothing in Romania. Peasant Revolt. Is that it? No, because the Peasant Revolt is up here. Weird. New oddities to learn. You know what? They've got what? Like 16,000 troops popping up? So let's say 60,000 troops to see their 16. Just for siege defense, to make sure my investments here don't get undone. And who's marrying now? Hold on, what's this? Sun and Champion 2. Senna Kingdom. Alright. Maintain that alliance for at least this generation, the next. You know what? I don't think he's going to try to unsiege stuff at all. I think he sees that I've only got 9,000 troops. And that maybe he... Oh, he totally thinks he could take me on. "100% war score already? No, I'm not done yet. I'm not ready to accept the victory. I haven't sieged down all that I want. What about... Okay, there's war score from HUD objective, still 0%, so if I keep on, then that might tick the 99. Come on, minus 1% before the AI auto surrenders. It's not going to tick down, is it? But I'm not nearly finished. Difficult time, impatient, shy, or gluttonous. 2 bad options, only 1 real good option. And then, out of nowhere, new war. Ottoman conquest of Duchy Ottoman. White peace, get out of here, nobody wants that war. Despot Ignatius. Huh. And who are you? His despot? Or his courtier? But he's not one of mine, so why could I arrest her? Either way, arrest her then. Okay, whose is this anyway? Otuken? Is that under him? Oh, Borjigins. Okay. Oh, I see. So even with the -4 from the ticking war score in his favor, it's the siege plus the combat, so that's going to be ongoing. Well, maybe he's going to be stubborn and not surrender too quickly then. And you have 2 more months. Cool. And then he auto-surrenders. Oh well. At least you got a big chunk of his empire. Make him a little smaller each time. Lands for Ruthenia. And any kingdoms here to make. Kingdom of Zaporizhia. Before he gets to it. Nikia, you get to usurp. Anatolikon. Can't usurp Anatolikon. They still have land in Anatolikon. Okay, in that case. Caucasus finally gets more land. Well, those are my vassals. Those are now my vassals. Cool. Some more land and more vassals for you as well. Do you mind the inevitable civil war? I'm sure he'll be fine though. He's a tough guy. Maybe give you... Have you already got war declaration rights? He does. Okay. And scuddage. And extortionate taxes. Extortionate taxes is such an ugly word. It makes it almost sound like extortion. Well, let's see. I could use a Kingdom Holy War as well, couldn't I? Choose for now. Truce for now, but I could, if I wanted to. Holy War for what chunks? Small chunks. Small chunks. Not too small, so maybe. Tiny chunks. Fairly sizable chunks. Okay-ish chunks. And maybe for the next gen then. The year is only 1304 after all. That means there's like 190 years left. Ish. Math is hard. Bergiata is big, and I was waiting on you. And you have what? Only 2 kingdoms. And 1 fairly big kingdom. Alright, you're next then. No allies, and he only has 2,000 troops. And while that's going on, how are the grandkids? A new They're all inbred. All of her kids are inbred. I might just have no... She's a great person, right? She's a giant woman, and I really want to go through the line of a giant woman. But if all of her kids are going to be inbred... Oh, my son's left too. Does nobody... Everyone being granted cities. Ugh. If they could stop granting everyone... You know what I think it is? Right? I think what it is that if you have a city or a temple or whatever, the option for that is to, if I could demonstrate, take it away from you. Sorry, bud. The option is simply grant to a lone noble. And so it finds some lone noble who could have been anywhere in the world, I suppose, and then bam, suddenly given land, even if it's my own child or my child's wife, from way out in Kumasi. Which is a poop mechanic. At least populate a new lowborn if the person is, if there's nobody in your court, say courtier or guest. Oh, Permia is now a kid. And queen type. So you know that means that she is going to marry patrilineally to somebody outside of her faith or culture. Is that Lake Baikal? I think that is. Cool. Deepest lake in the world. And if that's Lake Baikal, then there really isn't all that much left to Asia. Yeah. That's pretty much almost all the old world. Just little bits of China, Manchuria up here, Jurchen lands, plenty of space for Japan, the Philippines, Indonesia. Maybe they could squeeze in Palau at the far right. It would be right here. And if they want to squeeze even further out, Marianas, just a few little mores. Maybe bits of Northern Australia? No, that's asking too much. Alright, kingdom, what could I make? Usurp. Usurp? He's only got the one kingdom title, so if I usurp on him now, there goes all of his vassals. And Seaman. Too small still to force vassalize, or too big, I mean. Just barely too big. Alright, in that case, I guess gobble up everyone else before Sinan gets to him. Someone duchy, good. Is my prisoner. Is he? Surely not. There you go. Now we can peacefully declare war. Wait, wasn't he? Oh right, I couldn't get him. I tried for the last time. Then Dad died, which invalidated, because we don't have forced vassalization, but now we do again. And then Sinan, what have you got? Far too many lands onto you. I gotta squeeze you back down to size 11 or smaller. Is that 2, 3? And this has 1, 2, and 3 as well. Oud Valley, Tiny, Tolgina. So my options are 3, 3, or 3. Alright. It wouldn't be Crusader Kings if I wasn't taking on more wars than is advisable. Alright. Marry you off before you make an ill-advised war to somebody else. My nephew. How's that then? My nephew is gregarious, ambitious, impatient, so the perfect husband. Sound good? Good? Good. And alliance form. Hold on. Hold on. Alliance form. Are you telling me? Are you telling me it's counting nephews again? If it's counting nephews again, is it really counting nephews again? Hold up, hold up. I thought that nephews and nieces don't count for alliances anymore. Who do we not yet have alliance with? Caucasus? Your heir is this lovely lady, Matra married, a rarity. Granddaughter is betrothed, patrilineally. But you then? Well, hold on, you're a grandchild though. Grandchildren don't count. What's the test on Ruthenia? Has no free siblings. Hungary has a son. Do I have nieces? Niece. Niece isn't giving me a alliance here though. But nephew did. Weird. Oh well. Does anybody want a spare sister? Spare sister? No spare sisters? Tadakid, would you care for a spare? Mali is but a babe. Kong is imprisoned by somebody else. Houseland, how about you? A wee little princess who is sickly and probably won't survive. Karidid. Legendary Splendor. Just because they get the Abbasid head start. The cheaters. Alright, at any rate. Oops, wrong map mode. You know what? Speed 5. As fast as a game could possibly go. No more kids yet, but don't we have strong blood? Strong blood to make sure? Well, I guess strong blood doesn't prevent inbreeding, does it? I think divine blood would. Or pure blood? Pure blood, I think, is a state that minimizes inbreeding. I don't have that though. Kingdoms of Mongolia, already own it. And hostiles not too close this time. Okay, who's next? Senanis and all of these dudes. Aw, scared them off just by being close by. It's too bad. Who's died? Owadidi Poisi. But we have a marriage with one of her siblings, so should be able to renegotiate the alliance. Perfect. One less vassal on my case. Still 4 members. Oh well. Either way, enough vassals on my side that their independence faction doesn't even matter. Ob. Gotta make Ob yet. No, that's Angara. Angara can be created. That's right, there's new kingdoms now. Olb, have I made you yet? Olb can create. Tuva, missing 4. Mongolia, just created. Kakashia, missing 3. No, go back to kingdoms. Just want to make sure I got everything. And who's this? That is Yugra. Another target still on the map. Just discovered Condottieri, which means I've got almost nothing left to discover. Maybe sappers then. Siege phase time minus 10%, even though all the bombards of the world makes it rather difficult to maintain any actual siege time. He's trying. He's really trying. I gotta put him out of his misery. But don't run away yet. We're just here to play. Even at siege, a speed 5, taking ages to walk across these mountains. Who's this? Oh, Arzan. Adding even more land to ensure I can't force vassalize on him. What did I lose? My marshal. And another invalidated alliance with Senna. But surely Child Senna is not willing to renegotiate alliance. Aww. He is at war. I am at war, so minus 50. So it would be merely minus 37. And if you didn't hate me, the minus 25 would be out. Okay, we'll check in afterwards. Once long rain kicks in and everything else. More kingdom for me. And it claims hostiles are too close by to teleport, but we all know that's not true. And your baronies are where? Deep inland? Okay. Get there eventually. Maxed already. Baghdad. Now maxed. And that should be everywhere maxed. Mm-hmm. Cute. They think 700 troops is enough. Oh, and they flee. They don't have to run right away. They could wait. So while I am here, Ward, move Guardian, because I need to think about who my heirs are going to be. Maybe not Ottawa anyway, since all of yours are inbred. Maybe in time one of hers won't be? But right now the trust is kind of low. Granted is already 18, but club-footed. Scaly. Sterile, which could be okay still. And the twins. Aww. Amoa is just about perfect. Genius, Herculean, handsome. And the other one? Genius, Herculean, handsome, but a bit of a hunch. Alright then, Tano. I think then you are going to be the designated heir now. So that Amoa can eventually inherit. And I shall raise a boy myself to ensure that he is perfectly fit for rulership. And how is this war still ongoing? How was war score only 87%? '89, sorry. There we go, finally. Right on schedule, and then what? Flip out for defensive war? Nope. Cool. Perfect. Only in friendly areas. But they're friendly, in the sense that they're not at war with me anymore. Tuva. Missing one more for Tuva. Oh, still not friendly area. Fine then. I'll march the whole way across if that's what they want. March the whole way across, but then that's gonna count as nearby enemies. Enemy or hostile enemies are around. I don't see any enemies or hostile enemies around. That's like thousands of kilometers away. 2 counties. Only 2 counties, so it counts it. Who even walks in 1307 AD? Daughter betrothed off already. So she's cool. Alright, so who next? Deacon Empire. Are you out yet? Oh no, they've been consumed. And he's made a second title. Wait, hold on. When did he make an empire? When did that happen? He inherited. No, get all this junk out of here. Last year. He inherited last year, and that apparently took all of his stuff out. No, swore fealty. Last year. Oh, okay, he? Hold on. What on earth are we talking about here? What did he swear? How could he have... Okay, I am way confused. Somehow, I've just lost half my empire. Autosave would have been 2 years ago, right? 1306. What exactly are we looking at then? When was he free? Ever free? Hold on. That is mine. He is mine. So how could he have sworn fealty to somebody else if he's in my empire? That doesn't make sense. You can't swear fealty to an empire if you're already in my empire. I'm not saying that as like a bitter thing, I'm saying that's like basic game mechanic. The heck happened here? So at some point... And this isn't even during any civil war either, he just inexplicably chose to switch over, which is never a thing. He's gotta swear independence first. This is so weird. I'm gonna put a save right over here then. Ah, different version. Overwrite. Is that what this is? Is it merely a version difference causing some spaghetti to plop up? I'm gonna keep my eye on them. Literally, according to the title history, at some point he swears fealty, and then inherits. But that isn't... And the only things that'll lose land that it warns me about is you to inherit out to somebody, and Girong. Nothing about this dude. That is the weirdest thing. But Spaghetti Code will do that. He's got alliance with me. Wait, what's this? Bihar Deccan Subjugation War. Okay. Alright, I think that's what it is. So he's going ahead to subjugate them, then takes the Empire title. I get it now. Now I see. So that is what happens. That is what happens. He does a subjugation war on the Deccan Empire, and as such, he claims it all for his own. That makes sense. Okay, alright. So the problem then isn't that he swore fealty to Deccan and then inherited. That's just the game unable to properly explain in the title history what happened. But cool, now I know. Now I know exactly what obscure mechanic did what. So here's a trick then. Ugh, hostile armies around, always. If I'm quick and get my armies to disband before he wins his war, then maybe if I declare war on Deccan, it'll invalidate his, because same targets. Probably won't though, since he's going full subjugation anyway, so it's a different war entirely. still in me. Which totally is not the weird way to phrase it. Oi, oi. Laxman. Alright, so now, if I declare war for Decan Empire, well, not for the Decan Empire, can't do that. Claimant for a single county, claim, are for nothings. Okay, so, will that invalidate his? It does. And that is his once per lifetime subjugation. Is it once per lifetime? Either way he is done. Since they don't get to share targets with their liege, apparently. Well, that was cool. Learn how something worked today. A month into the game. And just learned something new. Alright, kids, hold on. Does that mean my grandkids no longer exist? The twins do exist. Aww. But he's no longer the robust genus he was got the Kund, and he's spindly. What about the other one? Perfect, but nearly sterile? Well, cute. One's got half fertility. The other one's got bonus fertility. At any rate, I shall raise him as my own. Until such a time as my daughter decides she wants to give me non-inbred grandchildren. Oh, I see. Somebody thinks he could unsiege my progress, which means he won't let me teleport across. Not when I gotta chase him around. Senna, I'm nice to you, give me an alliance. And he turns around and tries to break the realm. That is too much ambition. Kingdom of Tuva, one shy. Okay, Sinan. We took 3, then you took 1. Still too big for forced vassalization? Still too big for forced vassalization. And they always will be. Alright, so anyway. And Marshall goes ahead and dies on me. Laxman is 22. Best possible Marshall around. Right, Sun's gone as well, so back to mere mediocre court shamans. Who's this? A random no one to make him best friend. What about best friends with? Family or with actual vassals and not just vassals? I keep getting that this jerks around. Do you want to push him into the water trough event? And I keep thinking it's new, but it's only because I almost never do the diplomacy focus. Sappers discovered. That just leaves literally 3 more things. 13 months. And then there'll be nothing else ever anywhere to discover. They're still on trebuchets, really? Oh, that is unfortunate. Is that really all they have? Just trebuchets. And not, say, the superior ballista. 7 months. Ugh. Poor devils. Okay, what could I serp on you? Tamila Kam? Can't create, too shy. Lanka, already own. Tamila Kam, 2 away. Andraha, already own. Karnata, already own. Devagiri, you are under the Deccan Empire for now. So, Senna, if I give this to you, will you promise not to try to subjugate the Deccan Empire and break free again? I don't trust him. I really don't trust him. And the game won't warn me if he tries to subjugate him again, so... if he tries it, I am so breaking truce with the Deccan Empire. And gobbling them up myself. Who's that? Permia? Oh, right. Duke Akid. Who's Duke Akid? That's one of mine. That means fresh meat. Duke Akid? More like Count Akid now. Or unlanded Akid. And you're part of Zetsu, have already. Neat. Alright then, Pagan. Truce no longer exists. Which means I get to add 1 more kingdom to my plate. Is that a barony? That is a barony. Do keep my army selected, even if they win a siege. If they win a siege, that means I do want to move them. See? Not so hard, is it, Crusader Kings? And Neum all the way to... Oh, that's cute. They're trying to fight me off. Say hello first. Or you know what? Just go for the capital. Let them pretend they're winning. They'll get the news afterwards. And then usurp. Usurped your purpose as well, and now you're mine. You're not the kid. You're a small, merely repeatable dynasty. What happened to the other guy? Installed by faction demand. Because nobody's up for having peace and quiet. Oh well. You know what? I can't force vassalize him, could I? No. He's an empire, I'm an empire, so even if he's at 11 counties or fewer... But it'd be so much easier if I could. Okay, which parts are in the Deccan Empire? All of it. Great. So there's no usurping his empire title, make it easier. Okay then, Yugra, I guess. Bully you some more. All Deja lands is just one. One. Claims, can't force vassalize yet. So what biggins are you offering me? Size of 3. Ishim only has Ishim, only has 1. Konda has 3 as well. Sibir, 4. Biggest one you have so far. Hoping that he's only going to be one more ducal war away from being a maximum size for forced vassalization. Who's scheming against me? Nana Stepan? Nana Stepan, how come? Oh, to claim throne scheme. That's it? That's not an attempt on my life. Where's the murders? Somebody has to murder me. So that my children could inherit and do even more kingdom holy wars and kingdom invasions. The nicest present anybody could ever get for my 65th birthday is a murder. How about you don't cross into attrition lands to get to the next door county's barony? Friendship blossom forever. Aww. This guy might be permanently old, but he's making so many friends. Kingdom, Sabir, can't usurp it yet. But more for you, kid. And Boise's got little colonies way out here. Anyway. Got wrong, gotta try to gobble you up. Your heir is 14. Could I murder you? Can I get you murdered within 2 years? 5% chance only. No. Do you have any male claimants with strong claims that I could maybe seduce and call over? Unpressed claim, pressed claim. Husband of a Kronti Henna, so no, I can't call him over. Guest. I don't think there's any real difference, like any strong or weak claim dichotomy this time around. Just, is it a pressed claim? Would it inherit? Is it an unpressed claim? So would it not? And he's merely betrothed. I can't seduce him. Oh, he's not attracted to men. Maybe what I could do is sway him. And then take on the, where is it? The befriend perk. Make him my friend. And then call him over. These your lands is such few things. Actually, no, that's quite a few things. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. But I do kind of want to cut him down too. Take in some big chunks from his core if I can. Big chunks. Come on, where's the big ones? Are they all tiny? Is he full of like 12 dozen tiny things? Alright. The Dejers it is. And nobody else is doing any more subjugations here? Okay, alright, just making sure that they aren't getting a freebie independence out of me. If they want independence, they gotta fight for it like everybody else. Heresy, a Calmus and Borgu, oh no. Apparently, the Heresiarch can no longer be converted back out, which is some progress for the Heresy event. I think the big mistake is a marriage of conversions for the counties to conversions of the rulers. Because what does it matter if the ruler converts right away? Should that really affect the land itself? Oman Hanesher of Laxman is dead. But surely you're up for... Well, he's betrothed to my daughter, so they're gonna get an alliance anyway. Okay, I think that's it. No Heresiarch. So of course it convert. And so will you, Nana. Krontihene is in prison by somebody else, but surely you'll say yes. And then a few tiny vassals for you. Alright, next up, got to bully more of these fellows. Since, oh no, you moved capital. Oh, you lost Negev is why. Ah, oh, too bad, that's okay. Either way, he's only 2 wars away from losing all of his empire. So might as well. Wait, who said no? Was that Fanta? Midst of asking, Nana? That's you? Wally? Wally refused to convert. But that's fine, he's in prison anyway. You said no, so you get to be in prison? Oh, tyrannical. I guess you don't get to be in prison. No matter. It's only Otakam anyway. So is that on our holy sites? Nikki is being held by Borgu. And Borgu. I don't see Heresiarch. Where are you red? Barony of Mab. Oh, belongs to Mab, whatever is why. Oh, she refused. Oh well. But it's my holy site. Surely the just thing is to imprison people who are devaluing the holy site. Heir unmarried? Tano? Tano, that is perfect. That means you and all of your kids can come back home. Recruits Tano and everybody, right? Thema? But not the babies. Where's Effia? Are they already at my court? No! How are they not at my court? They are my grandchildren! My grandchildren! They should come with. Tell me they come with. Arrived at court, and all of his babes, and all of his babe. No! The good one is still behind! How come? How come? Come on, come on. All the rest of his family came to court. Why not the youngest baby? That is poopy. Anywho, time to find you and you, wife, son. You are comely, Herculean, and genius. Emphasis on genius. A 0-year-old, an inbred granddaughter. Robust. Amazonian, genius, pretty, giant. Pretty, Amazonian, inbred. Ugh. Well, maybe if I wasn't always breeding my kids to their nephews. Alright, Ottawa is only 21 years of age. For sure get genius, for sure. You know what, let's resume reading. They'll definitely be Herculean geniuses. They might be pretty, might be inbred, but needn't have to be. And apparently things are a bit different now. They changed it up so that you only really get inbred reinforcement if you keep breeding inbred together. So this should count as diversifying the gene pool a little bit. Who's this? Who's purple? Lomza actually did get inherited by some Vespian band. Okay, we can pretend they did. I guess absolute crown authority doesn't have to mean anything after all, does it? Why are you free? No, really, why are you free? Give me back to Ruthenia. And that should be that. Alright then, son. Since you are back in court, make you my court physician to turn that level 2 to level 3. And can my daughter come back to court yet? No, your spouse is still married. Grandson is also inbred. Granddaughter... It is all inbred, every single last one of them. Though really, is inbreeding so bad? It's only -5 to everything, and a severe health penalty, and a fertility penalty, and an attraction and opinion penalty, and a prowess penalty, so is it really so bad? Wallachia, might as well wipe you out, and get a fresh kingdom for myself. Oh. You're not all just in one county. Fine, then force vassalize, then strip it from you. Since he should be a heretical faith, isn't he? Orthodox. Counts as evil for us. And thus, well within my rights to legally revoke. Without invoking any tyranny, and more importantly, any stressful feelings. Won't accept. Well, I'm here anyway, so if he wants a part 2. I'll give him credit for trying. He said no to the most powerful man in the world, knowing that he would lose everything, but still sticking with his convictions. No, Hungary, please. Cool. Who's this? Adieu crew? Alright, everything is all on the up and up then. A bit of mixing going around, but that's okay. Vassals are allowed to have their own properties. Sinian, has it been 10 years yet? 5 years, it hasn't. Borjigins, I have to take you guys on eventually, so... Deja, ooh. Deja lands takes a lot. Alright, okay. That makes me happy. I was putting them off for so long, because they're all spread throughout, so I thought for sure, if I take them on, it's going to be several prolonged wars. But no, that's it. Where's their capital? There's their capital. Okay, alright. Are they not here? They're only war, so... Oman Hane Fadls. Which one's Fadl? Tarakid. He's got Scuddage, War Declaration, everything else is good. Alright then. Go ahead, right this wrong. And Neum all the way out. There's your barony. What was that noise? Is that for this? My vassal Bawadi has attempted to lay claim to the Oyoko Empire. That's it? I mean, all he's done is lay claim to the Empire? I don't care about that. Because when will he ever have the power to actually push the claim? Daughter marrying to Luxman Kingdom. Okay. She's too old for him. But that's fine, because we get the alliance anyway. Hoboxar lost? No clue where that is. It's not his capital, so I don't care. As long as I get my easy wins in. Alright, where's closer? Where is less marching? This is less marching. $100? Once I have departed this world, my son and heir Tano showed in my stead. What flaws does he have? Arbitrariness. Temperate, fickle, and arbitrary. See if we can fix arbitrariness. Okay, so that gave me lands here and here, and plenty of vassals. More vassals than I know what to do with. If there was more to do with them, then give them away. No. Contract is fine. Vassals have to go. Then a couple for you. For your northernmost frontiers. Who's this? Is that one of mine? He is one of mine, and now one of his. And that's Poisey. Alright, alright. Yugra, any chance he might have died? No? Gotta wait for truce? Shame that. Muzaffarid, how about you? Still the same Muzaffarid? Okay. And the Greeks? Greeks have expired. And all these your lands would give me. One piece only. Any claimants? Claimants wants a county. One county. One county. One county. Single. No, two counties. Ooh. Live it up this time. Nothings and nothings. Okay then. Anything beefy then. Ugh. I have to go for all the little bits. And he's got nothing but little bits. Maybe I should just wait. Wait for the next generation and then do the next set of holy wars onto him. Alright, Tano. So if I want to be less arbitrary, forgive someone who has done him wrong, or hold stead in his court. Forgiveness or for court, I think. Maybe hold court. Hey, friend time. Okay, so where is he? He likes me already, so if I befriend him, 100% chance success. Over a year and change. So he's not struggling to rule. Oh, an optimist deed? What would arbitrariness imply? Does his own thing with little regard for others. Work on compassion, work on their honor, work on their generosity, work on letting things go. So their definition of arbitrariness, little regard for others. Talking to the poor implies working on compassion, or honor, generosity, letting things go. Maybe arbitrariness? If you talk to the poor, maybe he'll get a mind for justness. Is that a castle? I can't tell. Tano and his utter lack of morals is driving me mad. Oh well. At least I was once able to get the actual change in character and change somebody's traits through it. I really sent an envoy to Tisho's court to recount the riches and might of the Yoko Empire and hope to earn his respect. However, listening to the messenger's report, it seems I gave him a much different impression. He thinks I am threatening to invade unless he submits to me. Yes, I am threatening to invade a landless guest. Scheme loses progress. An apology in order. Unfortunate misunderstanding, -5. But make him like me more. It's already at 100. What difference will 95% make? Where's Manu? Gotta prop up my family in Manu by giving you titles all throughout. And what kingdom would this be, if there is any? Hellas? Can't usurp yet. And now, I guess I play the waiting game. Oh, ransom prisoners. I got 40,000 monies. Not even trying to do anything, and 40,000 monies. Decan Empire, still got Truce. Gyalrong, Truce. Former Pagan. I usurped Pagan, right? Okay, good, it's mine. Truce. Little tiny Nskare. I could take you, I guess. Where are my troops? Where is that airport? Airport is right across from his capital. And boom. Boom. I'm a little bit sad that everyone else's castles are built up enough that bombards are not just an instant one-day thing anymore. Gyalrong hasn't died yet. Sinan. Sinan is choose free. Okay, Sinan. You just had to go and inherit, didn't you? Deezer lands takes everything. Okay, alright. I should have done that last time then. And any kingdoms to make? Titles to create is back to all 99. Well, so far, 20 some in, only seeing duchies. So I'm hardly paying attention. Mongol Empire, Empire Tibet. Titles to usurp, but I can't. They're at war. How do I know? They always are. After learning that Tisho be attending the dance at the castle titled Trandam, I decided it would be a perfect occasion to pass by to ensure I get some face-to-face time with him. The ball was exquisite, and Tisho put on a fine show. Afterwards, I told him how impressed I was, and we got to talking. By the time I left, I felt as though we had known each other for a lifetime already. Are we friends then? We get to become friends. Okay, alright. And because we're friends, now a full claimant is mine. You know what? Who's he marrying to? Somebody with claims? Of the SETI family. You know what? Sure, he could have his marriage. Marriage, after all, is what brings us together here today. I see a little silhouette of someone trying to siege me down. Boop! Surprise! Scared him. Nothing personnel. I'm gonna keep on saying that. If they keep on, then maybe teleport. You want me to stop making the nothing personnel joke. You make them fix up the teleportation stuff. Personally, as much as I'm relying on the teleportation, it is making the peasant rebellions and the factions a lot easier. Recall that first French Revolution, back when I first feudalized. That thing had me sweating. And now it doesn't matter. All I gotta do is teleport to large stack to beat them down until they're all gone or until I beat the leader. If I wasn't able to teleport my armies, that simply wouldn't be possible. And I would actually have to feel threatened by the risk of constant peasant uprisings. What I think the most ideal would be is if men-at-arms were always on the map, permanently, just like the retinues in Crusader Kings 2. And you could still move them around wherever you want. If you expect to have some uprising in this area, or if you want to put them on a border for an upcoming war. Because as is, you're just going to teleport in anyway right to the border. No difference there. But if the men-at-arms were a permanent feature on the map, you couldn't just spam out your best troops all over the world. You might be able to with the levies. You could still raise up levies at rally points wherever you want, and would still be subject to the months or years waiting to reload them. Who's this? Oh, that's somebody else's. Ooh. Ooh. Hold up. Which I think would make an actual use for the levies, as like backup armies in hotspot areas. Anywho, somebody lost a bunch of dudes over here. And now they're mine. Did you lose anybody else, Byzantines? Nobody else. Not that nice. But yeah, so far that's my solution. Permanent men-at-arms. Which would need some sort of like price balance, because the current prices kind of imply a raised and unraised state. Kingdoms? Any kingdoms now? Allegedly, no kingdoms. Can usurp 5 things. Atta Begate is a duchy. Borjigin could be usurped, which would release everybody under him. The Borjigin is only down to here and there. Oh. He's got 2 health bars. Is there more to him? Okay, that's his last one. Borjigin Duchy is where? Betpa? And that's only down here. So he's only got that little inch of it. Recent title, so Duchy of. So yeah, nearly done. Could get this done in almost no time. Well, no, it all depends on when I die. Because now Greece is going to be the difficult thing. If I die and could use my holy wars, etc., then cool. If not, it's gonna take a bit. Truce gone, excellent. One, 2, and 3 versus 1, 2, and 3. Well, I gotta take something, and that gives me the island, so. Don't run away, friends. Come back. Okay, they're only sieging. And because I've only got 9,000 troops... Okay, they're afraid still. But they shouldn't be as afraid. So many prisoners. Oh, there's a fascination. I had no idea. What's the current fascination then? Ermine cloaks. Oh my goodness, it's the very last thing. Very last tech in a whole year. Okay, who to give you to? 1. Is this kingdom? Can finally make kingdom. But I think I'll give this half of it to Punjab. Have them meet together right at the tip, like a couple of dogs eating spaghetti. That's a fair division, I think. They get all this bits, get some islands in the Indian Ocean. They get the Bay of Bengal and bits into the... Oh no, the Pacific's not here, that's still Indian Ocean. Either way, they get the west, they get the east. He gets one big island, they get many islands. It works. Expiration, no expiration. You haven't expired either. Missing a spy master. Maybe I shouldn't have the best spy in the world. Although I have still died even with excellent spy masters. Sinan. Sinan is all done. Duchy. Okay. But now he's definitely small enough for forced vassalization. Just to make sure. Kingdom, owned, owned. Own it. Not yet created. Own it, own it, own it, own it, own it. Kipchak is not yet made. Okay. Armenia, held by the Basilius. Basilius. Alright. Just quadruple checking. Hey, Wither. Wither, check it out. It's so much brighter now. The game was so dark before. And they've actually added color. Check this out, check this out, check this out. One, they've added bars to everything. There's a little bar that shows you exactly how long it takes. Up until... Look at this! Oh, you missed it! But there's even like a nice little flashy bar here. There's one for sieges, one for fights. Instead of like a big black cloud, it's gray angulars. Kingdom, Tuva can finally make. I think it's very neat. One of the issues I had was that CK3, as designed, is extremely dark. And Perm, what are you doing, losing all of your wars? Krotiheni Hassan's claim on Permia. San al-Kha's claim on Permia. San al-Kha's claim on Permia. Oh well. If I lose one vassal, at least I keep the one vassal. That's the benefit for having giant vassals. Either way, it's one person in charge. So why lose a yet of nothing? Grim Dark. Nah, not Crusader Kings. Crusader's Kings is much too light. Each friend minus stress, prestige for dread, sway scheme power. One alliance of vassals without whatever's. Either way, I think I've got everything I want here. Maybe go for Patriarch? Just cuz? And Byzantines has an expired truce. And nobody has claims. No good claims, I mean. What about? Claimants 2, Stolink. There's gotta be claimants. Only one! And the one claimant is a despot of Cyprus. What about... Oh well. Duchy by duchy fight then. Just give me whatever vaguely chunky big one. Eh, sure. Maybe. Maybe some islands for now, so I don't have to conquer them later. Streamin'. Cyprus. Cyprus by way of attacking his capital and his armies. Almost with Long Horizon 2. Oh well. You know, it could be that the marginally less horny is part of what I like about it. Like you have No Game No Life, which is max horny. Konosuba, which is max horny. And then you have Log Horizon that puts friendships and trying to run a business in lieu of horny. And it's not Sal. Not being Sal is always its own reward. Now, who do I want to give Cyprus to? Cyprus to Nubia? To the Caucasus? Romania? Romania, I guess. And by Romania, I mean my family in Manu. Wait, isn't it my family anyway? I forget. Who's up here? Yeah, still my family. Oyoko Sibanik. Alright. Family is family, so you could have Cyprus. And Cyprus is another kingdom, isn't it? Kingdom of... mine. See, horny on its own isn't a problem usually. Like, I don't mind horny. I enjoy horniness myself. But if that's all it's about... it needs a bit more than just that. Especially if it's just some isekai dude who is a NEET in real life, but in the isekai world, then every single woman of power buckles her knees and goes weak the moment the main character goes horny to her. Konosuba. Like, we're all going to establish that Kazuma is a loser and an idiot, and yet, every single time he acts horny to somebody else or feigns confidence, suddenly everyone goes weak. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. And don't tell me that Darkness is supposed to be some great deconstruction because she's a tank that's also a masochist. That's just an excuse to be horny for her. That's all it is. Like, let's say Spice and Wolf, right? Spice and Wolf is an okay level of horny for me. Sure, Holo the Wise Wolf is naked almost all the time. Well, at first. But she is Holo the Wise Wolf. What would a wolf want with clothing? They don't lewd on her, they just have her confident in her own sexuality, in her body. Because she is just that person. She is that kind of wolf. And then she's like, fine, whatever, I'll wear clothes for you. And they get on, driving adventures and doing business. Dragon Maid actually made me uncomfortable at times, like with the Quetzalcoatl lady getting horny for the... Was he even a teenage boy? And she still tried to loot on him? I don't know, I guess the older I get, the less tolerance I get for some things. Like No Game No Life, I thought, oh wow, this is amazing. Even the horny bits, haha, funny. It's funny because they're siblings. But then now it's like, but dude, she's 11 years old. Should they really be ludifying the 11-year-old Emotu? And then Dragon Maid, the same thing? Should they be really lollying or looting the little Shota? But it's funny because the Quetzalcoatl ladies got huge boobs, so it makes them uncomfortable. I don't know. The oblivious and slightly malicious intent doesn't really take... From what I've read, the manga gets far worse, and most of the complaints I've read about it have been that the anime fairly sterile, but the manga gets a little bad with it. But that's just from what I've read. All I've watched is the anime, and even that may be a bit at times. Kingdom of Cheapcock is now mine. Barakadi Duchy. So, warning, my vassal's vassal is going to lose land to my vassal. Oh no. And he is over in Nodahi Duchy, which is one of mine. Another the games. You know, if it's a good game, it's a good game. I enjoyed Seiya no Uta and what was the other one? Kara no Sojo. Stories, incredible. Horny, up to 10,000%.